Welcome back. You're watching The Topics with Ajahn Pitch. Thank you very much for joining us this week, sir. And of course, Adrian.
All right.
What's the next topic? The next topic is foreign criminals.
Foreigners involved in some crimes. They're not criminals, okay? Let's not call them criminals. Yeah, there were some crimes. There were three stories, right? One, this New Zealander was killed in a bar fight by a Swedish guy.
Kiwi killed by a Swede, right?
A Kiwi killed by a Swede.
Okay.
And there was a British man selling drugs in Pattaya,
okay.
right? And,
naughty.
And a Ukrainian who actually took a driving test for a Russian. So, you know, there was this...
A Ukrainian who took a driving test for a Russian.
Yeah, trying to pass off as a Russian.
How can you know they're Russian or Ukrainian?
Yeah. I don't know. Is this the most bizarre story of the day?
So there were just three, and you know we picked it up and it said, hey, you know, there are crimes committed by foreigners. There have always been stories about crimes against foreigners.
There's nothing unusual. I mean, foreigners do commit crimes
I'm
as
sure.
well.
Yeah,
there's,
I'm sure.
There's a lot of crime in foreign countries.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where the tourist police comes in, right? So what's the role of a tourist police when you have foreigners getting involved in crimes?
Yeah, well, I don't think tourist police is the one who really need to deal with the job, because foreigners travel everywhere, right? Yeah. So I think regular police should be capable of dealing with the issue.
I thought it isn't the role of the tourist police just to prevent crimes against foreigners, not investigate.
Actually not, you know, because sometimes the tourist police are the ones who actually go out to arrest foreigners.
Yeah, but that's a lot of experience. If you have a foreigner friend, or maybe including you, right? If there's a saying among the foreigner that, well, if you drive the car, right, and if you have a problem with the police, you just speak English. If you speak English, the police won't deal with you that much, right? If you're not like hitting someone, right? If you're just like violating the traffic law, that's kind of thing.
Is that true? Really? I thought if you're, if two motorcycles go by a policeman, one with 8 people on it and one with a foreigner with no helmet, the policeman will stop the foreigner with no helmet.
I think, Ajahn,
you have problems.
There's a flip side to that. If you just speak English to them, they'll ask you for more.
Exactly.
Apparently,
in my experience, I was in the provinces when I got stopped, and I actually got a discount because the guy said my Thai was too good.
Oh, really?
He gave me a discount. Yeah.
A discount from what to what?
From
2,000 to 1,000?
No.
What? That's not a discount, Adrian.
Okay. All right. It was a discount.
Well, anyway, let's get back to the topic. I mean, there's millions of foreigners here, expats living here, long-term residents, people coming here on holiday. Sooner or later, there's going to be some violent kind of crime. I mean,
now they even have their own system of regulating among themselves, right? Yeah. They have the mafia.
That's what we've heard in Pattaya, for instance, right?
And also, I mean, two dudes going at it in Pattaya in a beer bar, one of them getting killed, getting bashed over the head with a bottle, whatever, getting pushed over, knocking his head and dying.
Probably happens every day.
No, I don't think it happens every day, but if you're in that kind of environment, you've had too much to drink, a bar environment, people are always fighting. Especially you get a couple of big burly guys going at it. It's going to happen. Yeah, it's not so unusual, is it?
Yeah, but also the way you basically doing the marketing of your own country, right? When you promote tourism in this way, right? Instead of like kind of eco-tourism or cultural-based tourism, right? You end up having this type of people coming anyway.
Also, the quality of tourists is also of concern.
Well, I mean, people don't go to Pattaya for cultural and green tourism, do they? They don't go to Patong for
on the one hand, you promote tourism, right? On the other hand, you have this thing.
Well, I mean, there's two sets of reality. Yeah. I mean, there's the reality that we see on the ads and the in-flight magazines and whatnot, and there's the reality of what happens down in Walking Street. Thing. And everyone knows what's going on. And I think if there's a bit of violence down there, it adds to the cachet as well. It makes it more exciting for people to come and visit if there's an element of danger. Yeah, I mean, people will come here regardless. And if the pubs and bars are totally clean and devoid of any kind of action, totally safe, it's going to be boring. It's going to be a bit of danger.
Yeah,
right?
So we pay the price for this. And then what also that we have is the Bangkok still one of the most travel destinations of the world as well, right?
Sure.
Speaking about danger, let's move on to our next topic, road rage. In Pattaya, again, 3 motorcyclists were shot by a driver. Driver was blocked by a group of motorcyclists. There was a big bunch of them. I think about 20 motorbikes. And he was like trying to get his way through, and he got fed up and he shot 3 of them. He killed one, 2 injured. That's one incident. And there's the other incident, now identified as a road rage incident, where a son of a member of parliament was actually killed in this thing, right?
Yes, this is front page news for the last couple of days.
Right, so, it's dangerous, it's a problem, it's something that we face every day.
Well, was the incident in Pattaya where a motorist shot and killed?
The guy was just fed up that his road was blocked.
Was he being blocked by a motorcycle gang racing? Because sometimes it's not so, you don't see it so often, but before you see it quite a lot, a huge number of motorcyclists, young kids on motorcycles racing around. They used to come the wrong way down the street sometimes on Ramaphore Road, racing each other.
Yeah, but you don't
police
people,
nowhere
right?
in sight. When these gangs used to race late night in certain areas of Bangkok, they used to do it frequently on certain hotspots where the road is particularly good for racing. It's been said that residents used to string a steel wire across the road to kill or maim them or put them off, and some residents even used to come out and shoot guns at these kids. Okay. And I'm sure this probably added to the excitement for the motorcycle races as well. Okay.
What do you think, Ajahn, of this shooting of people on the streets? Jay sounds to be pro shooting.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that if you're young and you're dumb and you've got a motorcycle, maybe you've had too much to drink, maybe you've been taking some kind of speed pills or something. You're going to go out racing a motorcycle. This is what they do. Okay, this is how they get their excitement. This is how they relieve the boredom and the monotony of their lives. They go out racing at night or every Friday night. If there's a guy it's like the park warden trying to chase you out of the park. If there's somebody there to chase you and make it a little bit more exciting, then it heightens the excitement and the pleasure, right?
Actually, there's also a change of law for the past 10 or 20 years. I mean, in the old day, when the motorcycle for the kids, you're not allowed to have it more than 80 cc.
Right.
But after the big boom of motorcycle, because this country is also an export country for motorcycle as well, and also the local consumption, they changed law. So now youth has more access to the very strong engine motorcycle.
How easy? I mean, you drive.
Of course.
I drive. Ajahn, do you drive?
Yes, sometimes.
When you're not using the SkyTrain or the motorcycle taxi, you drive. It's very easy to lose your temper.
I'm sure.
With someone on the road, because people's road manners are getting worse. Motorcycles are going left, right, and center. This and that. They might as well just jump straight over your car. It's very easy to lose your temper. It happens to me all the time.
But the problem is if you have gun.
If I don't have a gun to defend myself, and you don't know the guy next door to you has got a gun or not.
Yeah, but the point is because you have a gun or you have easy access to have a gun, right? The way you deal with the world is different.
Yes.
If you don't have gun, you only just complain.
Yes.
Right. But if you have gun, you tend to use the gun.
Exactly.
Right?
If you have a gun, you better be ready to use it, right? Otherwise, there's no point having it.
Okay.
Well, why would you have a gun?
Probably there's no point to have it.
You have a gun to protect yourself.
Well, no, but clearly people.
The guy who cut into your lane is not trying to harm you.
Clearly, people who have guns are using them. All right, they're in their cars. They're getting angry. I mean, say for instance, you were driving, okay, and you happened to have a gun by accident in your car, or there was a gun. Your passenger had a gun with them, and you got cut up really badly, or someone made a rude gesture at you, and there was a gun there. Your blood might suddenly boil. You might go totally red, okay, Ajahn, and you might pull out the gun, and in a fit of rage, brandish the gun, and it might accidentally go off. This could happen quite easily. I mean, I'm sure people that carry the gun in the car they don't set off in the morning to kill people.
But we are talking about.
But if they have the gun, they lose their temper. They think, okay, I've lost face. I'm going to solve this situation right now.
Yeah,
bang.
We are talking in the country where having a gun is illegal.
Exactly.
It's not illegal to have a gun.
It's regulated.
You can get a license.
It's regulated.
You need a license, but normally
you can get a license to carry the gun on your person concealed weapon in private here, can't you?
No, even
yeah, but you need permission. It's not that easy, but some people probably find it easier than some other people, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
no, even students had guns.
I bet you we could go out today, all three of us go off in separate directions by the end of today, and we could all come back with a gun easily.
A bullet.
Or a bullet in your head. Yeah. I mean, it's a terrible, terrible thing that someone would get shot in a road rage incident. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So what you're saying is that we should have the new promotion on the traffic law, saying that instead of like obeying the law, it said okay, better drive well because someone probably have a gun.
Yes, I think
next
so.
to you.
I think. I mean.
Don't overtake the guy.
There's so little discipline on Thai roads already. There's so little enforcement of the laws. People have such disregard for road laws and road safety. Okay, it's only a matter of time before you come up against someone who's not going to give way, who has a gun. So just let them go.
No, you
just
say protect
cool.
yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for the next time you have to buy a new car, they should have a promotion that buy car
bulletproof windscreen,
bulletproof or having a gun.
Yeah. I'm not advocating gun crime, if that's what you're trying to say, Ajahn.
Okay.
I think I'm just saying you have to be careful out there. If you're a simple motorist, or if you have the tendency to lose your temper easily, be careful out there.
We could talk for hours on this, but we're out of time and we have to end now. So thank you very much, Ajahn, for coming on our show and sharing your insights. They were very, very interesting as well. So this wraps out our show for today. You can actually catch us on Facebook/The Topics. We would like to hear from you on what topics you would like us to talk about in our next show, and also catch up on our YouTube channels. Right? So I'm Adrian, and with me is Jay, and we'll see you again. Goodbye.
Don't believe what they tell you. They try to sell you. When dreams died, plans fell through. They can never break your pride. It's time to regulate.